Good evening, everybody. This is Frank Franklin, and I'm here to deliver Cgpa's puppet news exposure of why the liberals want to shut down video and audio of the committees, of the parliamentary committee. I'll have to start again. Hello, everybody. This is Frank Franklin, and I'm back to do the first in a series of why the liberals want to ban cameras and audio from parliamentary committees. We have to remember exactly what's happened in the committees in the last few years to perfectly understand why they want to take this measure, and an inappropriate measure by all standards. I'm just going to give you a few facts as to why committees are important to finding out what is really going on in certain hallways. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Franklin here, back as promised with my first in a series of reports on why the Liberal government wants to ban video and audio from parliamentary committees. And every Canadian should pay attention. Just in the last few years, what has been revealed at committees has been astounding. First of all, a Chinese military scientist was working in a biochemical lab in Winnipeg, and there was an RCMP investigation. And before the RCMP could even give an opening statement, the Liberals shut down the committee. So this is still pending. And I'm sure everybody would like to see what happened here. Now, let's look at some other revelations that came out of committees, such as the SDTC $1 billion scandal. Now, in this situation, a federal agency was set up with a slush fund of $1 billion to explore green technology and sustainability. And they were to award contracts to companies that had promising technologies that could improve our quality of life. However, none of this ever came to light. In fact, 83% of the $1 billion that was reported actually stayed in that room. It seems the board of directors had set up a system where they just violated all the rules. And get this, the chairman, and that for sure, did not understand what a conflict of interest was. And get this, neither did her legal counsel. Like, you gotta ask, what the? Anyway, parliamentary committees are important, or we're never going to see what actually is going on in the Liberal government behind the scenes. And committees are the only way that they can delegate their authority. And they seem to have tied up a lot of loose ends by the way they even gerrymandered the committees with, biased chair members and liberal influencers who all they do is object to points of orders. But we're going to show you some actual footage of some of these committees, and it's going to be astounding. Please stay tuned, folks. The Cgpa Puppet News for our next report. Thank you.